All right, I want to talk about section 12.6. It's called the complement rule for probability. And this section is going to be pretty short and easy. But our complement rule looks like this. And it says that whenever we have two disjoint events that must happen, the probability is 100%. Two or more disjoint. Recall that that means mutually exclusive. Their sum probability is 1 or 100%, because technically 1 is equal to 100%. Let me give you an example. If I have a spinner and I have an orange side over here and a green side over here, and I could ask, if I take the probability that it is orange plus the probability that it is green, I know that the total is going to be 1, because either it's orange or it's green. There's no other options that can happen. So I know that if these are the only options I can have, the sum must be 1 or 100%. For example, say I have a coin, and let's put this is the head side, clearly. And I'm flip it, and the probability of heads plus the probability of tails must be 1. There's no other options for me to get when I'm flipping this coin. So the sum of them must be equal to 1 and 100%. They might even say, given an event that is mutually exclusive, or they are complementary events, say we have two events that are, let me find one that I like, and the probability of the first one happening is 20%. What is the probability of B happening? Well, quite simply, I know that the probability of A plus the probability of B, in this case, I can set it to 1, but 100% makes a little bit more sense, as I already have one that's in a percent. And I can see that 20% plus the probability of B happening equals 100. I can solve this in my head pretty easily, or I can use my algebra, subtract 20% from both sides, and I can see that the probability of B will be 80%. Now, this is not very difficult to understand, but it's important for us to be able to recognize this and then use it for later use when we're building and working with probability. So, when we have complementary events, they must all take all of the total examples and add it up into 1 or 100%. For the homework, you'll be finding some percents and some examples, and you'll also be answering about whether some events are complementary or not complementary. Remember that all the events must be accounted for in a complementary events, and we must be able to recognize them and add them up to 100%. I feel like that's pretty good, and go ahead and good luck.